Good afternoon, Kalood. Here's your machine, the Breville Barista Express BES870 in silver. So, as you saw in the photos, it's in good condition. Some small scratches and light wear and tear around the front mainly, and a little bit around here, but really, and a little bit around here. But like generally, it's in really good condition on the outside, and it's very, very good on the inside. No issues. I've just finished doing the service and the clean, and it's spotless on the inside. And in this video, I'm going to be doing a quick double shot latte, just to show you how everything works. So the machine now is up to temperature. Usually it takes about a minute to turn on and warm up. When you see the buttons light up, that means it's up to temperature. But you can keep the machine on for about 10-20 minutes for everything to get warmer and warmer. For example, the group head and that portafilter, and you can put your cups on here as well for about 20 minutes and they'll get warm as well. Or if you're in a hurry, you can do a blank shot. So a blank shot is running hot water through the coffee machine just to warm things up. So I'm going to run the double shot with my cup underneath so that the cup can get really hot as well. You can do that once or twice, it's up to you really. It's already hot now, so I'm going to put it aside and take it out. So when you're grinding your coffee, you want the portafilter to be nice and dry. Just use a tissue or a towel to dry the basket. This is the double basket that it comes with, pretty much the standard one, the one that you want to be using all the time. It's a double shot basket, the single wall variety. So this one takes 18 grams. So I'm going to use my scale to measure 18 grams. And at the moment, the grind size is at number 10. I think it's in the right range at number 10, just by looking at it. But the only way to confirm if it's the right grind size is to make a coffee. So we'll keep it at number 10 for now. If the coffee comes out too quick, we'll make it finer. If the coffee comes out too slow, we will make it coarser. That's what the manual recommends. So you can put this on double or single. I'm going to keep it on single and do it twice. I find that to be more consistent and less messy, so I'm going to do that. Okay, so this is how much the machine gave us. It's pretty good. Let's see how many grams. That was 9.8. So 9.8 grams. I'm going to reduce the grind size a little bit just for us to get around 9 grams, because we want 9 grams times 2, which is 18. And you don't have to measure every time, only when you're first setting up the machine and maybe when you're getting new beans. So that's 9 grams. Hopefully that's around 18. 17.5. Okay, so looks like we'll keep it on 12 o'clock. If you keep it on 12 o'clock, you should be getting approximately 9 grams per click. If you do it twice, you get 18. So we can add it a little bit more. If you want to grind manually, you just hold the button and you'll grind for as long as you hold the button. But if you click it once, it'll grind for this much. Just gonna finalize. Yep, 18 grams, perfect. So as you saw, click once to grind once, then tamp it, then click again to grind again, then tamp it again. So that way you have less coffee wasted. And when you're done, you just want to flatten the coffee with your palm before pressing it down with the tamper, or you use your fingers if you want. Just approximately flat before you press it down, and then use the tamper to press it. You can put it on the bench to press, or you can just put it in the air. If you don't have a scale, or if you don't want to measure the amount of coffee that you grind every time, you can just look at the tamper. Really, if you follow the line of the tamper here, that's about 18 grams. So now I have 18 grams, and as you see, I've tamped the coffee down and I can't press it any harder. It's about the depth of this coffee, this tamper here. That's how much coffee I have. So this is what it looks like from this side. And make sure it's nice and flat, not wonky or uneven. Clean the edges. And lock it in all the way to the right. If you find that it's very hard to lock in, that's probably because you have too much coffee. So if it's hard to press, it's probably because the coffee is compressed. So make sure you have the right amount of coffee in there. As you saw, just below the tamper. Sorry, just around this line from the top. Okay, that's 18 grams in. I'm going to aim for about double that in terms of liquid coffee. So 18 grams of ground coffee in. I want 36 grams of liquid espresso out. So I want to double every gram. These buttons here are adjustable, so you can make them to whatever length you'd like. I'm going to adjust the buttons so that they give you the right amount of coffee, which is, like I said, about 36 grams. So I'm going to use my scale again. And I'm actually going to halve my shot, just because I don't want to have that much caffeine. So using the scale, I'm going to calibrate the cups. And to program the button, you want to press program and program. Look for two things. You want the flow to be nice and smooth, and you want the pressure to be around 12 o'clock, plus or minus a little bit. It's about 1 o'clock. It's very, very nice flow. I'm very happy with it. Looks like we have about 1 o'clock pressure. So maybe the grind size is a little bit too fine. I'm going to bring it to 12. And I'll stop it right there. Okay, so I'm going to keep the grind size at 12. Get rid of the old grind size. And hopefully 12 should be a good number for you now. You don't want to exceed the gray zone. If you go too far beyond the gray zone, that's 42 grams. That's very good. It's a little bit longer than I wanted, but it's fine. Honestly, in the end, it all depends on the taste. So if it tastes good, do whatever you can to achieve that taste. Alright, so that's my espresso shot. You can add equal or hazelnut syrup or whatever you like at this stage. Next, we're doing the milk. So turn on the steamer. It'll give you about 10 seconds before it starts steaming. I'm using my milk jug here. Looks like I made a bit of a mess with the milk, but anyway, you want to fill your milk jug halfway, and when the steam starts coming out, that means you're ready to start steaming. If you give it a few more seconds, it'll get stronger. So that's what I'm doing here. Turn it off, then put the wand at an angle. Try to keep spinning the milk in a circle. And keep the wand just below the surface. So that's how you inject air into the milk. This is the noise you want to be hearing. Almost like a hissing noise. And when you can't touch the jug for, say, half a second, if it's too hot to touch, that's when you turn it off. So just about there. It's very important. Purge the wand. Just just to get rid of any milk on the inside, and then grab a wet towel and wipe it off straight away. This is very important. The sooner you wipe it, the better it will be. If you wipe it off later, it will be really hard to remove, and it actually might clog the internal pipe of the steamer, and then you won't have any steam coming out of your machine. So keep it clean and stay happy. I'm just going to add a little bit of syrup to my coffee and get the milk jug, knock it onto the counter to break any air bubbles, spin it around. Do this a couple times until you see the surface, until the surface becomes really smooth, almost like wet paint. Very nice. And pour. With some practice, you can do latte art easily with this machine. It's not particularly hard. So here's the final result. Very nice looking. And I'm sure you'll be doing the same or even better coffees out of this machine. Hope you enjoy it, and if you have any questions, feel free to message me. I'll see you soon. Cheers.